Today I'm going to teach you exercise 7D. Okay, and this is the last exercise of this chapter and the last chapter for your UT second. Only two chapters are coming from maths. Chapter 4, name of the chapter is fraction, and then this chapter number 7. Okay, so I hope that you all are studying well. So I'm going to start question number 1. In this chapter we have to check the divisibility of the given numbers. Okay, so on page number 112 a table is given. You have to watch that table, read that table carefully. In that table it is given that how can we check the divisibility of a given number. For example, divisibility by 2, divisibility by 3, then divisibility by 4, then by 5, then by 6, by 9, by 10, by 11, and by 15. Okay, so all these rules are given. So let me tell you how to check the divisibility by 2. Okay, divisibility by 2. So if we want to check the divisibility by 2, so we have to see the unit place number. For example, 532. So the unit place number is 2, which is even number. Okay, for example, 374. So the unit place number is even. Okay, for example, 350 350. So unit place number is 0. So if the unit place number is even or 0, it means that that number is the whole number is divisible by 2. Okay, so we have to check the unit place number. If the unit place number is even, if the unit place number is even or 0, then the whole number will be divisible by 2. Okay, now let us discuss now divisibility by 3. Okay, so how to check divisibility by 3? We have to find the sum of the given numbers. For example, 360. So we have to check if 360 is divisible by 3 or not. So what we will do, we will add the given digit. Okay, 3 plus 6 plus 0 is 9. If the answer is divisible by 3, if you 9 3, if you divide 9 by 3, you will get 3. Okay, so 9 is divisible by 3, it means this number is also divisible by 3. For example, one more example. Okay, 125 or 125, we have to check if it is divisible by 3, then we will add 1 plus 2 plus 5. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 8 is not divisible by 3. That is why this number is not divisible by 3. So in this way we are going to check the divisibility by 3. Now divisibility by 4. Okay, so divisibility by 4, how are we going to check? If the number formed by the last two digit is divisible by 4. For example, 536. So we have to check if this number is divisible by 4. So what we have to do, we have to see the last two digits. Last two digits, this is 36. Is 36 divisible by 4? Yes, 4 nines are 36. So the whole number is divisible by 4. Okay, for example, 928. 928. So if this number is divisible by 4, see the last two digit 28. So 28 is divisible by 4. 4 sevens are 28. So 920 is also divisible by 4. All the rules is given on page number 112. You can check there. Okay, now divisibility by 5. Divisibility by 5, how are we going to check this? So what we have to do, we have to see the unit place number. For example, 535, we have to see the unit place number. The unit place number is 5. Here in this question, 5320. So here the unit place number is 0. Okay, so if the unit place number is 5 or 0, 5 or 0, then the whole number is divisible by 5. Otherwise, if there is any other number other than 5 and 0, for example 3288, okay, 88, so here the unit place number is neither 5 nor 0, so it means it is not divisible by 5. So the number will be divisible by 5 only if it has 5 or 0 in its unit place. Okay, now divisibility by 6. Divisibility by 6. If a number is divisible by 2 and it is also divisible by 3, then it is divisible by 6. For example, 330. 330 is divisible by 2 because its unit place number is 0. And I have told you, if a number has any even number or 0 in its unit place, it is divisible by 2. Okay, so 330 is divisible by 2. It is divisible by 2. Now if I talk about if I ask you if 330 is divisible by 3 or not, so how are you going to check if this is divisible by 3? So you have to find the sum of the digits. So 3 plus 3 plus 0 is 6, and 6 is divisible by 3. Okay, so yes, 330 is divisible by 2 and 3, therefore we can say that it is divisible by 6. Okay, so yes, if it is divisible by 2 and 3, so it is divisible by 6. Hope it is clear now. Divisibility by 6. Now we will check divisibility by 9. Okay, divisibility by 9. How to check? The rule is that if the sum of the digit is divisible by 9, then the whole number, the number itself is divisible by 9. For example, let's say the number is 136. Okay, the number is 136. We have to check if this number is divisible by 9. Okay, let's not take this number, let's take another number. Let's say the number is 144. Okay, 144. So we have to check if this number is divisible by 9. So we have to find the sum of the digits, means 1 plus 4 plus 4. So 1 plus 4 plus 4 is 9, and 9 is divisible by 9, means 9 can be divided by 9. So yes, 144 is divisible by 9. On the other hand, we are having one more number, let's say 140, 154. So find the sum. 1 plus 5 plus 4, 10, and 10 is not divisible by 9, so 154 is not divisible by 9. Okay, now next question, we have to check divisibility by 10. This is very simple. Divisibility by 10. So what is the rule? The rule is that if a number has 0 in its unit place, for example 2450, so you can see 0 is at unit place. Okay, for example 330, 0 is at unit place, so both the numbers are divisible by 10. So if a number has 0 in its unit place, then the number is divisible by 10. On the other hand, if there is any other number other than 0, for example 5332, so there is 2 on unit place, So this number is not divisible by 10. This number is not divisible by 10. So it is very important that if the number will only be divisible by 10 if it has 0 in its unit place. Okay, fine. Now the last is divisibility by 11. The second last is divisibility by 11. Okay, divisibility by 11. So the thing is that 2794, we have to check if it is divisible by 11. So what we have to do, we have to add even place number with each other and odd place number with each other. For example, 2 and 9, we will add 2 and 9 with each other, and 7 plus 4 with each other. Okay, 7 plus 4. So 2 plus 9 is 11, and 7 plus 4 is also 11. Now we will find the difference of the sums. So 11 minus 11 means 11 minus 11 is 0. So if the difference is divisible by 11, then the whole number will be divisible by 11. So we can say that 2794 is divisible by 11. Let's take one more example. 108515. We have to check if it is divisible by 11. So we have to add 1, 8 and 1 with each other, 0, 5 and 5 with each other. So 1 plus 8 plus 1 and 0 plus 5 plus 5. So it is 10 and it is also 10. So now find the difference of the sum. 10 minus 10 is 0, and 0 is divisible by 11. So yes, this number is also divisible by 11. Okay, so in this way we are going to check the divisibility by 11. Now the last rule is divisibility by 15. Divisibility by 15. How are we going to check? So the rule is very simple. If the number is divisible by 3 and 5, if the number is divisible by 3 and 5, then the whole number is divisible by 15. For example, 360. So 360 is divisible by 3. First we have to check if it is divisible by 3. So 3 plus 6 plus 0, 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 3. Now we have to check if 360 is divisible by 5. Yes, it is divisible by 5 because the unit place number is 0. So it is divisible by 3 and 5. We can say that 360 is divisible by 3 and 5. So it is also divisible by 15. This is the whole scenario. Okay, this is the answer. Now exercise 7D. Let's discuss exercise 7D. This was just the explanation. Now I will discuss the questions. So in question 1 part A, you have to check divisibility by 5. Okay, the number is 5695. So we have to check divisibility by 5. Now as you can see that the unit place number, what is the unit place number? This number is the unit place number. So unit place number is 5, and I have told you if you are having 5 or 0 on the unit place, so that number will be divisible by 5. So unit place number is 5, so we can say that 5695 is divisible by 5. Okay, B part, we have to check divisibility by 10 in 32,900. Okay, so we have to check if 0 is there on the at the unit place. So yes, in 32,900, 0 is there at the unit place, so it is divisible by 10. So what will you write in your answer? You will write unit place digit is 0, so 32,900 is divisible by 10. Okay, in the same way you will find the divisibility, check the divisibility in each and every part. I have told you the rule, and rule is also given on page number 112. Okay, now let us do question second. Question second says check if the first number is divisible by the second number. Okay, means in part A we have to check if 18,864 is divisible by 36 or not. So how to do this kind of question? Now you have to think the co-prime factors of 36. Okay, now find the factors of 36. What are the factors of 36? 1 into 36 is equal to 36. 2 into 18 is equal to 36. Then 3 into 12 is equal to 36. Then 4 into 9 is equal to 36. Okay, then 5 in 5 table 36 doesn't come, then 6 into 6 is equal to 36. So factor of 36 is 1 2 3 4 6 9 12 18 and 36. Now what are the co-prime factors? Co-prime factors are the factors which have which doesn't have any common factor. Okay, so as we can see here that so as you can see, the co-prime numbers are 4 and 9. Okay, for co-prime factors are 4 and 9. So we have to check divisibility of this number by 4 and 9. So we have to first check if it is divisible by 4. So 18,864, if it is divisible by 4, so for divisibility by 4 we have to check the last two digit. Okay, so we have to check if 64 is divisible by 4. So now 4 ones are 4, 2 carry 24, 4 6 are 24. So yes, 64 is divisible by 4, so this whole number is divisible by 4. So we will write that 18,864 is divisible by 4. Okay, now we have to check the divisibility by 9. And how are we going to check the divisibility by 9? I have told you we have to find the sum of the digits. So 1 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4. Okay, so 8 16 17, 17 plus 4, 21, 21 plus 6, 27. So is 27 divisible by 9? Yes, 9 threes are 27. So we can say that 18,864 is divisible by 9. So finally we can say that yes, 18,836 is divisible by 36. So 18,864 is divisible by 36. Okay, so now your homework in exercise 7D. In exercise 7D, what do you have to do? You have to do question 1, all parts. Then in question 2, you have to do part A and part C and part E. Okay, these three questions from question number 2. Question 4 and 5. Question 4 and 5 you have to do question 4 and I am explaining question number 4. Now question 4 says Salma wants to distribute 123 toffees equally among 15 of her friends. So number of toffees is equal to 123. So basically 123 toffees Salma has, and number of friends is equal to 15. So she actually wants to distribute 123 toffees among 15 of his friends. Now the question is asking use the rule of divisibility and check whether she will be able to do so. So if she has 15 friends and she has 123 toffees and she wants to distribute all these 123 toffees among her 15 friends, then is it possible that she can distribute equally toffees equally among his friends. So in order to find the answer, we have to check if 123 is divisible by, if 123 is divisible by 15. So we have to check. And how to check divisibility by 15? I have told you, if the number is divisible by 3 and 5, then the whole number is divisible by 123. Okay, so first we will check 123 is divisible by 3 or not. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, so 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. So 6 is divisible by 3. So yes, 123 is, yes, it is divisible by 3. Now check if 123 is divisible by 5. No, it is not divisible by 5, because unit place number is 3, and it is necessary that unit place number should be 5 or 0 if it is divisible by 5. Okay, so 123 is not divisible by 5. So it means that 123 is not divisible by 123. 123 is not divisible by 15. Okay, in this way you will do this question in your copy. So she cannot distribute 123 toffees among 15 friends equally. Okay, so write she. So she can not distribute 123 toffees equally among 15 friends, because 123 is not divisible.